Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the interview. We just want to get your name and where you come from.
My full names are Chleshe Peter. I live in Obama.
So I want to find out, for how long have you been coming to this church and how did you learn about this church?
I started coming to this church sometime last year. Yeah, but I can't remember exactly when. But I have been coming every Sunday.
All right, so last time you shared a very powerful testimony with us, and for people who are not around, I would like you to share that testimony with us again, because earlier in the background you are telling me there's some details that you left in that testimony, and you just want to give us all the details today. You can just tell us how the testimony happened, when it all happened.
This happened on the 17th of October this year. I knocked off from work a bit late, of course, with the traffic. Cheston, there is always congestion. So I was reaching home around 20:30, somewhere there. So I just parked the vehicle and then I went inside the house to get the keys to lock the gate. I went inside the house, I got the keys. On my way back, I went straight to the gate and I locked the gate. Going inside the house, which is just 10 meters from the gate. There I don't know what happened. I had a spiritual attack. People who were inside the house was just my wife and my daughter. So my wife found that I took long to get inside the house. She had to opened the window to check if I was still parking the vehicle, of which she saw me lying down, facing up. That's how, when she came out, and then she found that, in fact, my eyes were closed. One of my hands was up, and then she tried to move it. She couldn't, and then what she did was she went outside. They had to call, then she opened the gate and went outside. They had to call the neighbors, of which the neighbors came very quickly. And then when they came, they had to lift me and put me in one of the vehicles. From there, they started moving, going to the hospital. In that vehicle where I was told there were about 5 men, plus me 6. So as they were moving, then the ladies, my wife and the other ladies, were also following in a small vehicle. They were about 4. So as they were moving, following, I don't know if before they joined the Great East Road, because they decided to take me to Levy Hospital. Before they joined the road, one of the men in the vehicle tried to touch my body and there, tried to check the heart if it was bumping, and then announced it to the other colleagues that otherwise I was not breathing. Then they had to call the vehicle which was following behind where my wife was. They told them that actually, you people in that vehicle, just go back. This man has died. What we are doing now, we are just taking the body to the hospital. Then before that vehicle, they could turn and start going back, they first stopped for some time, and then one of the colleagues in the same vehicle where I was decided, brought an idea that no, the best is let's go, we make sure the doctor is the one to go and certify that this man is dead, not us. That's how they even told the vehicle which was following behind to follow, to continue. I was told when we arrived at Levy Hospital, I was received by the doctors and the nurses, I was told. Yeah, of which it was a quick action by the doctors and the nurses. Straight, they took me to the ICU where they connected oxygen and everything. And then, by then, me, I was nowhere. So that's how, and they were not allowing anyone to go inside. They only allow people after some time. I was there for some time. Yeah, of course, my sisters could come here and there. They tried to call my name. I was told. Tried to call my names. I could not respond due to the fact that I was disconnected from life. Yes. Yeah, in short, let me just say I was dead by then. Yes. Yeah, because I now started breathing using the hospital oxygen. So it was when I was still there. I heard the great man of God, Apostle Lucky Cheta, like preaching. He was preaching on my ear. They spoke with him, Apostle, the great man of God, Apostle Lucky Cheta. They spoke with him.
Sorry to cut you short. So, all this time you were unconscious. I'll borrow your words. You were dead, and then you are in the ICU. So you're connected to all these machines. So you're saying there's a point where they brought the phone to you. You heard the voice of the man of God. Was it on phone, or was it something that you were just hearing from a distance?
I think it was on phone because it was put direct on one of my ears, the left ear. That is where I started hearing him praying. I think he was praying for me. Let me be honest. But all these I was just told. Yeah, he was praying for me. That is the time when I think I started getting people's voices. Yeah, slowly. Because after he finished praying for me, the next person I heard was my sister. She came on my bedside calling my name. Yeah, all the same, I could not answer, but I could only respond by my eyes. Yeah, that's when they saw that, no, I think this person has waken up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So after that, yeah, then I was in the ICU for that night. It was on the 17th. The other day was the 18th, which was the National Day of Prayers, yes, which was a holiday for all the people. So I was there the whole day. Still more, I was not myself. I could not talk. I could not see. I was just completely off. It was after 16 hours. That's when I could now at least raise my hands. Yeah, try to move my legs. Yeah, say one or two words. Yeah, yes.
So that was after the man of God prayed for you or on phone?
Yeah, I woke up after the man of God prayed for me on the phone. Yeah, because I could hear him pray for me on the phone. Yes. Yeah, as you know the way the man of God speaks. Yes, I could hear him. Yes, praying for me. So it was after that. That's when I woke up. Yes, yes.
So after the whole deal happened, now at what point were you discharged from the hospital?
It took me 7 days. I was in the hospital for 7 days because all the same. My memory was not up to the expected. Yeah, so I was there for 7 days. I went in on the 17th and I was out on Sunday.
Now, the people who are watching your testimony right now, and they might be saying, well, we've heard these things before. Probably he's just making up this story. You experienced death, like you keep saying that you are dead, you are disconnected. What would you tell someone who is watching this testimony and are doubting if God can bring back the dead to life?
I tell you, in open heaven, God is here. We have God here. Yeah, yeah. You know, life. What I've come to learn about life is not something which one can say tomorrow I'll wake up, I'll be able to maybe visit that place or no, 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 no. I tasted death. Yes, yes, I tasted death. Yeah, and if you can ask me today or tomorrow how death is or how death, because you can't look at it. No, the best in life is, I think, people, let's continue praying, especially if we happen to go to churches like Open Heaven, where you find the great man of God like Apostle Lucky Cheta. Please continue going there and worship. I'm speaking today is because of him. If it was not for him, I don't know. I could have been a day. Where I live, I stay. My neighbors, the ones who lifted my body, taking it to the hospital. When they see me today, even driving these vehicles, you can see, for a human being, it's very easy to tell that that person is talking about me, you see. And they are doing that because they saw a lot in me. Yes, where they could see someone is not, you are not, not any of your body, not any of it is working. Yeah. So it is a surprise. It surprised them. Yeah, up to even now, some of them would come and say, my neighbor, it was something else. Yeah. Then I say, no, this is something which you cannot even tell me about, because the way I was feeling that time, I was completely off. I was disconnected. Life, as far as life is concerned, life was not anywhere near me. I was completely disconnected. From the look of things, that was a spiritual attack. It was coming from, I've been to the hospital, like the apostle said, the great man of God said. I've been to the hospital. They are saying, no, they are seeing something in front of my forehead, which is looking like a tumor, of which, again, the one who was doing the scan was saying, but from the look of things, what we are seeing is something which has been there for some time. So it's very difficult. Anyway, for someone to, if someone says, no, maybe this man is lying, wants just to, I don't know on that one, because for me, personally, I was brought back to life by the great man of God who is Apostle Lucky Cheta. I don't even know what I can do for this man, the great man of God. Otherwise, if I had a lot of money, I could have just said, the Apostle, say nyani, tuarachita so. But all the same, since I'm still living, I just have to do something for him. After I heard his voice, and he continued, he prayed for more than 5 minutes, if not 10 minutes. Yes. That is the time when I started hearing other voices, and at least, of course, not knowing what was happening, but I can hear. From that time, someone can come and say, Peter, I'll just look at that person. Of course, everyone was happy. No, I think he has now recovered. Yes.
So before we finish, were you by any chance maybe told for how long you were dead, for how many hours?
My dear, it was from 2030. There is that that program, yeah? I love watching that program. So I was rushing to go and watch him party. And by the time I was locking the gate, it could have been 2040 something. So it was from 2040 something to maybe should be 001 something there. That's when I heard the great man, Apostle Lucky Cheta's voice. Yeah, that's when I had to hear.
Sir, thank you so much for sharing your testimony with us. I'm sure a lot of people have been encouraged.
You are most welcome. But what I can say, please, people, if you have a church like this one and a great man of God like Apostle Lucky Cheta, people, let's follow. Let's go and worship. Let's go and hear the words of God from the great man of God. Yes, okay, you can go anywhere to any church. I'm not discouraging anyone. But what I'm saying, for me, what I have gone through, Yes, I can tell or encourage especially us who come to worship in this church, please let's continue. And those outside who want to at least receive the word of God with you, come to open heaven in Obama. And if someone is saying, no, what this man is saying is telling lies, can go to Levy Hospital, go get my file there, check, they will show you exactly. The doctors were surprised when one day they saw me walking on my own. Yes, one doctor said, you are walking. I said, I started wondering, what happened? I'm surprised you walking because the way you came and so if someone has second thoughts, can go to Levy Hospital, ask for my file. They'll give you, they'll tell you, they'll show you exactly what happened. So Open Heaven is the church to go to under the great man of God, Apostle Lucky Cheta.
Sir, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you very much. It is me to say thank you for your time.